What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Invest with Kane, back with another money making video, guys. Today we're going to hop in buying call options. Buying call options. Okay, and for this example, going to pick SoFi as my example. Okay, and we're going to trade options. Now, when you come out here and buy a call, why would you buy a call? Basically, you think that the direction of the underlying asset, which is in this case SoFi, is going to go up within the expiration date that you guys pick. So, Kane, what expiration date do you usually pick? I like to do something what they call leaps, right? So, leaps is basically a long call. Okay, that's basically what it is. And so I like to go at least 1 year to 2 years out, or as long as I possibly can. So we would go out to, for me personally, this January 15th of 2027. All right. So what we just clicked on was our expiration date. Okay. And so we have the capabilities of holding this underlying asset all the way to the date of expiration, or DTE. And on the left, we have strike prices, which I'll highlight that for you guys. And then as we have on the right, we have what? Premium prices. As the buyer, you have to pay the premiums. As a seller, you get to collect them premiums. I'm typically a seller. I like to collect the premiums. Okay? But as the buyer, let's go to it. Let's go to it. And we will see. So as the buyer, you would come out here, you would look, and you will see that the further we go up, the premium prices get smaller and smaller, but our strike prices are getting bigger and bigger. As you see, we go all the way up to the top. The strike price is $35, while the premiums $2.46 per share. But remember, one contract equals 100 shares. So the total cost of that call would be $246, right? And that's what we call out of the money. As we go further, and as you see the share price of SoFi right now, which is $15.61, we go into the money. As the strike price gets lower and lower, the premiums get higher and higher. The reason why that is because you're reducing your risk. As you can see in the middle, to break even, this is the percentage that the stock would have to gain for you to break even on your money. Okay, so if we go all the way down to the bottom, which is the $3 call, you would need a 4.74% to break even on your money. But you would have to pay $1,355 to own that call option at $3, versus you go all the way to the top, you're going to need 138%, 0.88%, basically 139%, guys, for you to break even on your money. Now, the great thing about it is you would only be losing $246 if it doesn't work out for you, right? And I'll show you guys that capability. So if you stay at $35 or under, you're going to lose pretty much your whole entire enchilada. You're going to lose $246. Now, if you're somewhere in the middle right here, you're going to lose whatever the price is at expiration. You might only lose $166 at, that price, or $170 at that price, right? Now, that is our break-even price, $37.46. And let's say, okay, and I was above my break-even price, and let's just say we were at $43.08. So we got a $561 gain, right? Basically a $562 gain. Okay, so it shows unlimited, guys, because it can basically be unlimited. I mean, it can, but relatively within the stock. Now, this shows you your chance of profit. The chance of profit of this actually happening, guys, is basically a 9.4% chance. So, I mean, not very great odds. And then we'll go down to the extreme case. On the other side, chance of actually profiting is 26.59%. I'd rather take the 26.59% than to take the 9% chance, okay? So, if it was me and I was thinking about buying, a call, what would I pick if it was me? Okay? And I have an example for you guys, that one that I already bought in the past, and I'll show you guys how it panned out for me and what we can do with that. Okay? So, if it was me and I'm still bullish on SoFi, I would probably come out here, and if I would probably do the $10 one. Okay? And I would put up $855, and our break-even price would be $18.55, and then our max loss price will basically be the strike price I would pick, which is $10. Okay? And then over time, as SoFi goes up and up in price, our profit goes up and up and up. But if right where we're at, we go down and down, our profit, our loss is going to be bigger and bigger. But the reason why I like the $10 call on SoFi, if I was to buy it, is because we got a reduction and how much it would cost us. You need about 18% to break even, and your break even would be $18.43. I think by that time, me personally, and me just thinking, by 2027, I would think SoFi would be, a $25 stock, or at least a $20 stock, right? And we'll go see where that's at. So I think it would be a $25 stock. It won't show us, but let's just say 22. Let's just say 22.60. 22.11. So I'd get $360 profit. Okay. So let's go in the past and let's see something that I bought in the past, where I bought a call, and let's see how it worked out. So I bought this $7 call, and I bought it in March 15th of 2024. The expiration date is for next January of the 16th. Now I have a $7 call. Right? It cost me $368 in total to buy the underlying. I'm currently up 152%, which is good, but we still have a great amount of time left. And there's two things that you guys can do if it happens. This happens and you're either up or down. There's two things you can do, which is you can sit here and you can sell it back, right? And for me, I would be honestly selling it for a profit, obviously. And we'll just put $9 in here, and we would get estimated credit of $8.99. Now remember, I only paid $368 for the cost of this. So basically, I'd be getting pretty much 150 something percent, 500 something bucks, back on my money, which is great. Okay. Let's say you're like, Kane, I want to buy SoFi at the $7 strike price that we picked it for. So what you would do, you would come down here, you would say, I want to buy the underlying stock or ETF. We would do that, and we would, since we only did one contract, it only lets you go up to one contract, guys. And so we have one contract. One contract, what always equals 100 shares, right? And so the strike price was at 7, so the total cost would be $700. So we would have to pay $700 to control them shares. Okay. Now the cool thing about this is, yes, we do have to pay money to buy them shares, but if you don't want to buy the shares, guys, you can just sell the contract back, okay? And you can just collect that money. For me, in my case, I would probably buy the shares. Why? Because I would just be selling covered calls more and more out. For me, to be honest, I'd just be selling covered calls. Now, your average cost, right? Since for us to buy the shares, though, if we wanted to buy the shares, right, would be $700 plus how much it cost us for the premium. So $700 plus $368 comes out to an average cost of the whole entire thing being $1,068, which isn't bad. $1,068. If we look at SoFi right now, SoFi's at 1561. All right, it did tank a little bit, but we would still be under the price of what SoFi is currently trading at, right? And so what I would do is I would buy the shares, and then I would go trade options, and then I would come out here and let's say I buy the shares, Monday, tomorrow, February 3rd. I'd buy the shares, pay the $700, and let's just say I got to February 28th, and I would sell a call. What I would do is I would go up here, and it cost me $10, right? And if it cost me basically, $10 per share, close to $11 per share, I would want to find me a premium that is double that. So let's see what I would go with. So we would have to find something that would be basically a 22-cent per share. So I am liking, me personally, this 1850, right? Which has a delta of under 20, which I like that even more. And so what I would do is I would come out here, I would buy the shares, right? Which would bring me up to what, $10.68. Okay, I would come out here, I would sell a call on it for $18.50, right? And I would get that $25 premium, right? Which is above that 2% I like to get a month. And that right there, guys, is how we make money. You know what I'm saying? We already made our money on this, and the reason why I would just like to buy the shares, like, Kane, why would you want to buy your shares back personally? Just because, guys, I have the money. I got almost $3,000 in there, right? It is margin, right? But I would just like to sit here and buy the shares so I don't get theta decayed over time. And what that means is, as here I am right now, we got 348 days left until date of expiration. Let's go to the date of expiration though. We're at 545 right now. Let's just say the price stayed the same for all the way till date of expiration. I'm still losing money, guys, over time. I'm still losing money over time. And the direction the stock can go up or down. Let's say if we go down, obviously our returns are going to go down, and if we go up, the returns are going to go up. Now, the reason why I'm just going to end up buying the shares is because I don't want theta anymore to decay anymore. And I'm willing to sit here and sell cover calls on the underlying asset, right? And so this was a good money maker for me, guys, 152%. And then it's going to continuously make money for me almost every single month until my shares get called away, like I showed you earlier, at that 2% for at least February. Guys, and that's what it is. This is what options is. And this is why I like doing this type of stuff, guys. And this is why I like making money.